so excited to be here because I can't think of a better forum to be talking about our work. Food chains is what, in my mind and in the hearts of those of us who are doing this work every day, it is the most amazing prequel that we could ever have to the story that is unfolding in the fields today. And thank you. And that story is a wonderful story. It's the story of a new day, and it's a new day that's born of partnership. Partnership between workers, buyers, and growers. And all of those partners have made an unprecedented investment in transforming an industry and making it into one of the best workplace environments in US agriculture. So, as those of you who sat through this film now understand, CIW is not the kind of organization that would sign a bunch of agreements, even though they now have 12 major corporations, major corporate buyers, and the vast majority of Florida's tomato industry is partnering in the Fair Food Program. They're not the kind of organization that would celebrate the signing, go home, put their feet up, and say, we won. Very immediately after the agreements were signed, they turned to making the standards of that program, the groundbreaking Fair Food Code of Conduct, a human rights-based code of conduct with zero tolerance for forced labor, for violence, sexual assault. They turned their minds to making that real. And one of the things that they did was to create a separate organization that was solely dedicated to the monitoring and enforcement of those standards. And speaking for those of us at the Fair Food Standards Council, we are honored and privileged to be entrusted with that work. You may be asking yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean, making it real every day on the ground? Well, it is a little geeky. It is very detailed. It is very painstaking, but and not really very glamorous, but I assure you that it is incredibly rewarding in terms of the results that are being produced. So the Fair Food Standards Council puts boots on the ground at every participating grower. We carry out audits. We interview management. We interview thousands and thousands of workers on the buses, in the labor camps, in the fields, to ensure that the code of conduct is being understood and carried out as it was intended. We do financial audits to make sure that workers are getting properly compensated and that that famous penny per pound is making its way through the supply chain and out into the paychecks of workers as a line item in their paychecks. The other major area of our work is that we answer to a 24/7 complaint line. Workers always will get a bilingual live investigator on the other end. This is the opposite of a cold call to a scripted operator. They're talking to a Fair Food Program auditor who knows their situation, who knows their environment, and who then undertakes to investigate and resolve those cases in collaboration with participating growers, because that is the spirit of the program. Just want to tell you a little bit about the amazing results that are being achieved, because that is what I think you are here to know about and learn about. What is happening when you go in and you tell a supermarket to pay that penny more a pound. What are you buying with those results? Experts from the White House to the UN to the Clinton Global Initiative to labor law professors who have visited us are calling the Fair Food Program the best workplace monitoring system that they have seen. And it is for the following reasons. This report, which is hot off the presses, our annual report, talking about an area of our country that was a short time ago called Ground Zero for Modern Day Slavery. In this report, you will find our proud confirmation of 0 cases of forced labor, 0 cases of slavery, 0 cases of sexual assault, and 0 cases of violence against workers. You will find the documentation of the $15 million in premium, the changes in harvesting practices that have resulted in another significant wage increase, timekeeping systems with integrity, a complaint system that does not allow retaliation against workers, that allows them to speak out without fear of losing their jobs, improvements in health and safety, and including provision of shade and health and safety committees. The participating growers who are implementing those changes, who are making that investment, deserve a shout out as well.